Well, the fire is out, but now officials have turned their concern to a purple trail of chemicals left behind in Long Island Sound. Good evening. I'm Keith Coombs.
And I'm Ann Craig in for Ann Nyberg tonight. That fire, well, it happened at a perfume factory in Bridgeport, and it broke out last night just before 7 o'clock. It ended up forcing some 400 people out of their homes. Well, we've got your back tonight with live team coverage. News 8's AJ Walker is live in Bridgeport tonight. She's learning more about the environmental impact that fire has had on the community there. And Chief Investigator David Iverson is live in the New Haven newsroom. He's been digging for answers as to how something like this could happen. We first begin tonight with AJ live in Bridgeport.
And Keith, I heard you just say that there was a trail of purple chemicals, and that trail of purple chemicals is in the water, and it's actually on some of the charred wood or debris over there that's burning. Some things have a purple hue to it because of that dye. Now, earlier today, some people were walking around with masks on their face. They say they don't trust the air, and that's why the EPA and DEEP are on scene right now trying to figure out how safe it is to breathe around here right now.
What we really want to try to figure out is what chemicals happen to be where.
Air quality meters are spread around this Bridgeport neighborhood to see if, in addition to the smoke that fills the air, nothing harmful or toxic is also being inhaled after the 5-alarm blaze that destroyed 2 businesses and displaced 400 people. And it's not just the air quality investigators are worried about. I'm standing next to a pool of water that's a part of the runoff from the fire. Now look what happens to this piece of paper when I put it in the water. You can see now why it's such a scramble for people to find out what's in it.
We've taken several samples. We've done several field tests. It showed very low levels.
According to city officials, inside of a Watton Trading Company, one of the 2 buildings that burned wildly into the night was about 1,055 drums of a chemical used to make perfume that goes into laundry detergent to make it smell good. But firefighters say they really didn't have any idea exactly what chemicals they were dealing with. But the EPA says the company should have kept records.
Federal laws that require any chemical that exceeds 10,000 pound threshold of a site that uses manufacturer stores and/or extremely hazardous substance, they have to, by law, report to the city.
With both DEEP and the EPA investigating, hopefully people living in the neighborhood around the fire will soon get the answer to the question of the mystery purple ooze flowing through their neighborhood. And as we just heard there, a federal law says when those chemicals over a certain weight, they have to keep records of them. Well, I asked officials, how will they know? Because this is a burned heap of mess and they haven't kept records how much it did weigh. And if they met that criteria, they said they have no idea of knowing just yet. That's why they're investigating to find out exactly what was in there and if they broke any laws by not keeping those records. Of course, we'll keep you up to date on those developing details. Coming up, you'll hear from our chief investigator, David Iverson, who's going to have a lot more information on those chemicals. AJ Walker, News 8 in Bridgeport.